What a relief this is. And I'll tell you why. Because I came out here at 6:30 and I got one trip, an hour, until after midnight, and it took until about 1:30 to break even. I think I had a couple of trips since I broke even. And then I had a 3 o'clock time call. I watched a movie called Gargoyles, or The Gargoyles, something like that. And then I watched an episode of Kolchak the Night Stalker that I'd seen before. And then I think I started to watch a second one, but then fell asleep watching it. Yeah. So now I was awakened for this 3 o'clock time call to bring these people out to the airport so that they can go to Hawaii. It is now 3:29 a.m. I've got 2.5 hours to go back and watch Kolchak again to see the part that I missed, unless I've seen that one already. I tried to get as much Kolchak as I could on YouTube. There are quite a few episodes out there if you want to have a look. Yeah, this airport run saved my night. I think before doing this, I made $20 or $30 for myself. So now this was another $45. That's all right. And if I appear to be lisping a little bit, it's because I'm missing another tooth that I had to have pulled over the weekend. It was just causing me so much pain. But now it feels okay. There's a great big gap there that my tongue sort of fits through, and I gotta learn to make my S's sharper with the limits of my the way things are. Okay, I'll talk to you sooner. Well, we're at the ferries, and what this guy is doing, I don't know, but he's almost blocking me. Yeah, this fare came out to the ferries from the bus exchange, and it was a total surprise. I was watching Kolchak. It was Horror in the Heights was the name of the episode, and it was about some monster that goes around killing old people who live in this ghetto neighborhood. Anyway, yeah, I was watching that and started drifting off to sleep, and I got sent out here, or sent to the bus exchange to take some young girl out here. She's going to some island, one of the Gulf Islands, Pender Island, and I believe that's the only Gulf Island I've ever been on. I haven't been on any of them except for that one, and I've lived out here 25 years now. I just don't see the point of getting on a ferry. Oh, yeah. Well, that fare and the one to the airport saved my night. I have 200, just over 200 on right now. I got $205. And before the run to the airport, I had $105. And the lease is $80. Think about it. So yeah, now I made like 100 and something for myself, which is acceptable for a Monday. I might still get some more. Let's head back into town and get it. We're at the airport again. It is 6:05 in the morning. So I had that airport trip, then I had a ferry trip, and I have another airport trip in the morning. This was a 5:45 time call, and I just made it. And here we go. We are leaving, and we're going back into town. And I almost had another fare. There was this passenger who was walking up to us as I was getting paid, and as I was getting paid, I was going with the Interac with this guy, and the other guy looked like he wanted to get in the back, but he realized that I still had a customer in the car, and so he started to wander away. That was, so close and yet so far. I could be driving now with someone in my car, but because we were just a little bit too quick or a little bit too long, those opportunities can be missed so easily. Oh well, here's what this place looks like with a bit of daylight to it. Back end of a garbage truck. Well, it's 3:06 a.m. It's what day is it? It's Wednesday morning, so it's still the Thursday night shift, and the Thursday night shift started busy. I had one right after another, right after another, right after another, and they were all long fares. I had my lease together after the first 2 hours, and the gas money didn't take long after that. And then after the lease and fuel, it kept on going strong. I thought it was going to slow down, but no, it kept on going strong past midnight until about 1 o'clock. And now it's just after 3, and I've got 300 on. I've even gone to the bank to deposit some of the cash, because most of it is, well, a lot of it was cash. So I made a deposit already. Oh, did I use the reverse gear? Did I get out of the car? I don't even remember. Yeah, I must have put it in. Oh, I used the reverse. Yeah, I did, because I parked it when I went into the bank. And then if you don't go a certain speed, the thing won't come on yet. And I was just moving around in the parking lot, and that's why it's beeping now. So anyway, suffice it to say, I've had a good night so far. It was busy until 1, and it slowed down. I already watched a couple of YouTube videos. So I'm up on everything that was posted up until yesterday, and up to and including yesterday. And I've finished watching that episode of Kolchak the Night Stalker, and now I'm watching another episode of Kolchak the Night Stalker. So I'm going to go back to my favorite little spot just over there, and I'm going to sit down, or I'm already sitting down, but I'm just going to get the Wi-Fi out of that building there, and I'm going to watch some more Kolchak. Can't beat vintage TV. Well, it's Wednesday evening, and I could have predicted, after I did the last segment last night, it slowed down and it just sort of trickled. It trickled until 6 o'clock. Actually, I quit at 5:40 or so I could go wash the car and get it back by 6 o'clock for a day shift. And now I'm just starting my Wednesday. I've had one fare, and I'm back in a part of town where I like to work. And I'll be watching some videos and waiting on some more business. so on and so on. I'm just thankful that I had a really good night last night. It was over 300. Yeah. Nothing coming. Good. It's all mine. Let's do it. All right. Oh, gotta love it. I'm just finishing another night. I'm just finishing another $300 night. And it was steady for the most part. I was just steady. I wasn't really rushed much. It was just steady all night long. And I got some good trips. This last one was like $33 to come out here to Millstream. Taking a guy out here when he took his truck to the dealership to be serviced. So I brought him out here. So that's, yeah, I cannot complain about the way business has been going. Looks like April is another solid month. And then I'm gonna, yeah, I gotta wash this thing or at least tidy it up a little and then bring it in for, we're getting a new driver for the daytime because the owner who would normally drive this morning is he's away. He's on vacation. Guy works 2 days a week and he has to go on vacation. Or is it 3 days a week he works? Let's see now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, 3 days he works. But then he's got all the bullshit of having to do all the maintenance and repairs on the cars, and he's got 2 cars. And he's doing all the maintenance and repairs and all the running around and all the bullshit. Which, you know, I just come out here and drive. That's all I do. I don't have to take care of any other business. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. That was the end of the Wednesday night. Well, it's 5:40 in the morning. I got almost 300 on, and I've got apparently a day driver waiting. My shift ends at 6. Now, the owner of the car has gone away on vacation. He's in Eastern Europe somewhere. And so I'm the main driver on the car. But what's happening is that they have this other cab owner who schedules people on the car. And doesn't know that I work until 6. Now, I was going to go wash the car after dropping off my last fare, which I just dropped off. And now I just received a message that day driver is waiting. Well, if he's waiting, he's not going to get a clean car. I'm just going to fuel it up and give it to him as is. And that is the end of that. You rush me, I can't possibly wash the car. Yeah. I can't clean a damn thing. So, yeah, no, I had a good night. It was a lot of short trips at the beginning. Short trips that didn't seem to be making a lot of money. But then after about 10, 11 o'clock, the trips started getting, with a bit more time in between them, and they started getting longer, and it worked out okay. I think I had about 130 on by midnight or so, and I ended up with almost 3, so. Yeah, that's the end of the Thursday night. I'm getting tired. I'm just gonna fuel up over here. Just gonna pull in right there and fuel it right up. Yeah, see, we got taxis already work done for the day. This is about 10 to 5 in the morning on Saturday. It's Saturday the 29th of April. Well, I came out and it was slow. It was slow from the time I started at around 6:30 till about 9. And around 9, it started picking up. I think I had 4 trips before 9. And after 9, I had a lot of short ones. These short fares didn't go very far. And of course, every time you drop one off, you get sent to another one, which is a ways away. So you go a ways away and you pick up another one, which doesn't go very far. And then as soon as you drop that off, you're being rushed to go get another one, which isn't right next door. It's a little ways away. So you go that ways away and you pick up another one, which doesn't go far. And that's the story. And so you don't make a lot of money, but you're working for it. Yeah. So then, between about 9 and about 1, it was a whole string of those those short fares that went nowhere. Then I started getting a few longer ones at around 1 o'clock. And then after getting back into town from one to the Western Communities, which was really good, I got another call, and the call was out in Cordova Bay. And so I rushed out to Cordova Bay. And when I got there, I called the customer. And the call was 20 minutes old by that time. I called the customer and he said, well, no, we got in the car already. And I said, yeah, but there was two names. What about this other guy? Oh, they got in another cab. Yeah. Okay, fine. I said, have a good night. Then, in my disgust, I was coming back into town and I got sent to another trip nearby while coming down the highway. And I called and there was no answer. And a few minutes later I called again and the guy said he's coming out. And it was two boys who were arguing about their friends who are fags and that they don't hang around and they don't do stuff anymore or something. I don't know. They're just arguing. Anyways, they paid for the cab and then I sort of made my way back into town and I had a few calls, but nothing really great. I had a couple now after 3 o'clock that were okay. There was one guy who went on a drug run for, it was $20 or so on the meter and he gave me $30. Yeah. And now I did another one where I took this girl to meet this guy who was getting off of work and I took them home to his place. That worked out all right. And so now it's, 4:45. I want to watch a movie. Last night, I started watching My Man Godfrey. It's a 1935 movie. After watching a few episodes of Kolchak the Night Stalker, I love that show. And, My Man Godfrey. Oh, the other one that I saw earlier that night was called Katie Did It. Katie Did It. That's also, these movies are all on YouTube. They're all old movies. And, well, there's about an hour and 15 minutes to go. I'll probably maybe get another call. Maybe watch something on my phone. I'll have to wash the car probably. So I'll do that as well. But I can hang out for 45 minutes before starting to do that. Hope yours is better than mine.